The infamous fraud of Emmanuel Nwude. Emmanuel Nwude is a Nigerian former banker who is infamous for orchestrating one of the largest and most elaborate banking frauds in history. His crime made headlines globally and cemented his place as one of the most cunning fraudsters of all time. Between 1995 and 1998, Nwude masterminded a scam that defrauded a Brazilian bank, Banco Noroeste, of $242 million. Here's how he did it. Nwude posed as Paul Ogwuma, the then governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria. He convinced Nelson Sakaguchi, a director at Banco Noroeste, that Nigeria was planning to build a new airport in Abuja, the country's capital. He offered Sakaguchi a lucrative deal to invest in the project, claiming it would yield enormous returns. He convinced Nelson Sakaguchi, a director at Banco Noroeste, that Nigeria was planning to build a new airport in Abuja, the country's capital. Believing the fake story, Sakaguchi transferred $242 million in installments over several years to accounts controlled by Nwude and his accomplices. Believing the fake story, Sakaguchi transferred $242 million in installments over several years to accounts controlled by Nwude and his accomplices. Believing the fake story, Sakaguchi transferred $242 million in installments over several years to accounts controlled by Nwude and his accomplices. The scam unraveled in 1997 when Banco Noroeste was being acquired by Spanish Bank Santander. During the due diligence process, the massive unexplained payments were discovered. Investigations followed, and by 2004, Nwude and his collaborators were arrested by Nigeria's anti-corruption agency, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC. Emmanuel Nwude was tried, and in 2005, he pleaded guilty to 29 charges, including fraud and money laundering. Emmanuel Nwude was tried, and in 2005, he pleaded guilty to 29 charges, including fraud and money laundering. Emmanuel Nwude was tried, and in 2005, he pleaded guilty to 29 charges, including fraud and money laundering. He was sentenced to 25 years in prison, and much of the stolen money was recovered and returned to Banco Noroeste. Nwude also forfeited assets, including properties and luxury items he had purchased with the stolen funds. Nwude was released from prison in 2016 after serving part of his sentence. However, he has since been involved in other legal disputes, including allegations of involvement in a land dispute that led to violence and fatalities in 2017. The Nwude case is a landmark in financial crime history. It highlighted the global reach and sophistication of fraud schemes originating from Nigeria, exposed weaknesses in international banking systems, pushed for greater scrutiny and regulation of cross-border financial transactions. Emmanuel Nwude's story serves as a cautionary tale about greed, deception, and the vulnerabilities of even the largest financial institutions.